of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
Off play action, Richardson. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
The numbers on the ground for Lynch a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Richardson.
Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Yeah, Richardson yet again.
And he comes back with one complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Up the middle, it's Lynch. Able to slither by. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That good for 22 and a first down.
They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Throwing is Hurts.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43.
Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Dancing to his left. Fights off the defender. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Richardson.
And Graham on the ground. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind, and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Richardson working from the gun. It's Graham again with a catch, just like the last play. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. And Richardson looks to throw once more.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Okay, break.
First down, the run with Lynch. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
On second and goal, here's the option.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Anthony Richardson,
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
and the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On second down, they'll run it here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here comes third down at 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
And they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
Powerful running. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, Lynch.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. Gets past one man.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
First and 10, it's Richardson.
And Graham's got it, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game two, so I would agree with you totally on that.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
They go play action with Hurts.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Richardson.
And that's complete to Sanders. So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. An inside run with Lynch.
And good running there as he'll see 9 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Come on. 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
Able to push his way through. Still shedding tackles. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They go up the middle with Lynch.
And an excellent job of finding the opening, as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They run again on first down, Lynch. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, That's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet. Make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile.
He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll drop to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Here's Jake Camarda now.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
With a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
3rd and 2. Now Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it.
That one complete to Bettis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and a couple. Back to the air with Richardson. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They begin with a run by Davis. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment, but first, the NFL season is in full swing.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll escape to his right.
The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4.